Solutions to Connect to Your Life with Linda G. Robert. Hello, everybody. This is Linda G. Robert with a tip. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about managing your stress. The reason I'm choosing this topic is because I've been working on a course, an online course, and of course, I'm thinking of stress management in the last little while. And I'm curious about how you manage your stress. Because, every day, even with the mundane day-to-day activities, although we might not think we're experiencing stress, we might be. Our body might be telling us that, yeah, I'm a little bit stressed. Our memory might be affected because we might be stressed, and the memory is often affected when we're stressed. So even though it might be day-to-day things, we might still be experiencing some of the symptoms of stress. Now, on the other hand, there might be major life events, such as, the death of a loved one, or a life event such as a divorce or even a promotion. Even though it might be a great experience or a great situation like weddings, for example, you might still be experiencing the symptoms of stress. So how do you manage stress? Now, a couple of things that I could suggest to you or offer you or invite you to consider, things that I use, for example, sometimes I have to really rethink on my perception because it's a lot of when it comes to managing stress is dependent on how I view things, how my brain interprets this particular event or situation. So I might have to stop and rethink and look at the positives of the situation, for example. I might have to think of, whether I'm personalizing this information, whether it's actually a belief that's not making any sense for this particular case that's affecting my perception, whether it's a fear of mine that might be affecting my perception. So I might have to really take a little step back first and be aware, create that sense of awareness. Oftentimes, when we react to a situation, it's because we're going on automatic pilot, automatically reacting to things. Now, when we're more mindful of the situation, when we take a little step back before reacting and we consider options, sometimes even taking a nice deep breath helps you to consider your options, and you're able to then respond more appropriately, for example. A couple of other things that I've done, and I've done that in the last little while. For example, I've just finished dancing. And you're going to wonder, oh yeah, okay, you're going to be dancing. Yes, because my cousin, who lives in a completely different town from me, had challenged me to dance to Dancing Queen. And I've been hemming and hawing about taking on this challenge for a couple of months. And I finally just finished the video. That's not going to be public. It's going to be more of a private video for my cousin. But it's me dancing to Dancing Queen. I don't know if you remember that song, but anyways, just having fun. Just having fun. And I noticed that when I have fun, even though my life could be challenged or might be perceived as stressful, if I continue in that path of living that stressful life, then I might be, exacerbating some of the symptoms, right? But if I take a step back and still acknowledge that I'm going through some stressful situations, but look at it from a different perspective and add some stress management techniques, such as what I've just done now, dancing, for example, I feel much better. Also, the other thing I could suggest too is really taking a look at your values. I've noticed that when I start going against my values, that it affects me, right? I'm experiencing some symptoms of stress because when you're not aligned with your true self, your true being, you start doing things against the grain. And that's much more difficult, much more challenging. So it means having to make some decision. It means being aware of what your values are, paying attention to your body, because oftentimes your body will tell you, your mind will tell you something's not right, and aligning yourself, making some decisions that will realign yourself with the values so that you can start feeling authentic and start being, yourself. And finally, the other thing also is taking time out and chilling out. Yesterday, I went and I took some time off with some friends, and we went to a spa. We spent hours there at the spa, well worth the money, I can tell you. And it was great because we were able to pace ourselves during several hours. We did some hot baths, we did some saunas, steam rooms, chatted, had some really nice meals. It was absolutely great. And you often wonder, well, I can't afford doing that. It doesn't have to be going to the Nordic Spa in Chelsea. It could simply be a day at the spa at home. Let's not complicate things. So in this particular case, yeah, we went out and we had a great time. Well worth it. But if you're thinking, well, I can't afford that, there's different ways of bringing that sense of pleasure, that sense of calm, that sense of camaraderie with friends to your home. You can have a day spa at home. Those are just some of the ideas that I could share with you today on how to manage stress. Now, there's a lot more different techniques. You're just going to have to stay tuned and take my course once it's finished. Should be maybe another month or so, I'll finish this course. So this is Linda G. Robert, your solution lady and your coach, with those tips on managing your stress. Have yourself a wonderful day. Bye-bye now.